nowadays, recently I purchased a home actually. In my home, what has happened is there is one stove or there is a washroom. Whenever I enter to this particular washroom, automatically it understands and switch on the lights by sensor. When I go out now, this particular lights are turned off. What is happening here, guys? Otherwise, I might forget to switch off the light. I might forget to turn off the light. It might be running 24 hours, 20 hours. I don't know how it will be. But here, only the time which I am using this particular service of this washroom, only that time the lights are enabled, right? Similar concept is exactly going for AWS Lambda. For the time you want to use that service, only that time your service will run. And that service is nothing but your server. AWS Lambda, if you use this particular service, what it will do is in the backend, it will spin up a server. It will spin up a server. Your Python code, whatever you have written, it will deploy the code here. It will execute this particular code and then it will stop it. Again, if you trigger something, it will execute the same process what we have done. So instead of running my server for 24 hours like this, whenever you need it, it will get triggered for you, or your server will be available, your function will be available there. Have I made myself clear to everybody?
So it is like a cron job, right?
What?
So it is like a scheduler job.
Yeah. Okay. Best part is you don't need to care about anything. You just need to use this particular service. This particular service will create automatically a server which you don't need to maintain, which you don't need to see, which you don't need to care, and it will automatically deploy the function which you will ask him to deploy, and it will execute that particular function. Once it is done, it will automatically stop it. So only that period where you are using this particular service, you will pay for that. Suppose your server runs for 1 minute. You will pay only for 1 minute. If it runs for maximum 2 minutes, you will pay for only 2 minutes. 5 minutes, you will only need to pay for 5 minutes. Understood, guys, why I made this hero entry rate? Why you need to first understand why AWS Lambda is required.
So this service shows us the pay as you go.
Exactly. Okay. Pay as you use also, you can say. Pay as you go model we have seen now.
So that we don't need to run our EC2 instance continuously. We can only need to run whenever it is needed.
Whenever your AWS Lambda will automatically get triggered, and I will show you how. Whenever the logs are getting updated, this will get triggered. It will go create a server, deploy your application, and done. Once it is stopped executing, destroy this. So for instead of like paying $100,000 a month, you are paying like $1, $2, $3 a month. Hope I have given the clarity of the service to everybody. First, understand whether you have got the idea or not.
Yeah. I have one question regarding EC2.
Yeah.
Like EC2 is a virtual machine. It is an independent virtual machine. From there, it will use this Lambda and it will push the log to S3.
Yes.
Like consider EC2, it would be one microservice, and I need to store the logs of it. So is that possible? Like I can create the EC2 of a particular microservice and then.
Yes, it is very well possible. Okay.
And if I have to create the EC2 of the particular microservice, then like how we do that, like in EC2?
That I will tell you at the end of the discussion. First, let me figure out individual doubts or personal doubts. I will take it at the end. Okay. Okay. Personal doubts I will take it at the end. I will not leave. I will take your doubts first. Okay. But first, let's finish AWS Lambda. Why we are doing it, how we are doing it. Okay. So AWS Lambda is serverless. Why I call it serverless? Is it not having a server? Yes, it is having a server. But I don't care where it is lying, which zone it is, what configuration it is. I don't care. Okay, that is why people call it serverless. Serverless doesn't mean it has no server. There is a server. You don't need to worry about that server. AWS Lambda will take care of that particular server. When to spin up, when to destroy. Okay. So now let us go to our exact person who is Lambda. Run code without thinking about servers. That is the tagline that it is given. Okay. So I don't need to worry about spinning up a server. I need to worry about creating my application or function. Here, what is this? Can I tell this is kind of a function? Can I wrap it up in a function? So here also, you are going to create a function. Okay. And I'm going to create it from scratch. Name I can give it, suppose my function. Okay. What is my environment? Do I need to install anything now? No. Lambda will do everything for me. I need Python 3.12. Here, what I need to do? I need to install everything on my own. Here, I don't need to do anything. Again, Lambda is one of the service or machine. It wants to talk to another machine. Do I need to give him anything? Yes. I need to give him some role, guys. I need to give him some role. Okay. So I need to create a role. Do I have a role available here? Yes. I need to create again a role. This time the role will be created for who? Lambda. Lambda is another service which wants to talk to another machine. So I need to give him some role. I need to assign him some role. Suppose I'm giving him this for our testing purpose. Role name, I can give Lambda as admin, and I can just go ahead and create a role. Now come to Lambda, refresh it. Lambda admin is available. Now this particular Lambda, I am giving him the admin access, or you can give him specific access, only to access S3, only to access CloudWatch. Anything you want, you can give him. Let us go and create a function. So it will create a basic function for you. This is right now, I'm just creating a code function. No server work, nothing like that. A basic function it will give for you. Can you see it has created a function for me? This is Lambda
Yes.
handler. Okay, this is a Lambda handler function. This function inside only Lambda will understand I need to execute your code. And this code should be executed based on some event, and you have to provide him what context it is. So this is your context. Okay. I don't need their all this blah blah blah. I have my own code. Can I go ahead and paste my code here? Can I go ahead and paste my code here?
Yes.
I can do it, right? Same thing. I have done this inside my EC2. I have done this in my Python. Now I am using Lambda. Inside Lambda, I have a function. They have given me an option that I can create a function, and that function will do everything for me. So now I need, okay, import Goto 3. What of things I need? Okay, date time. Just I will rearrange it. That's it. Okay. Now I can keep something inside my function. I can keep something outside my function. So here what I can do is I can keep all date related thing outside my function so that it will do all the prerequisites outside and code looks more clear. Okay. Now let me just bring it back. Sorry. Okay. Fine. So what I have done, I have just created, I used my Lambda service. Lambda service has given me, hey, this is the function. Whatever you want to execute, please write that inside this function. So same thing, I have gone here and written it inside. Anything extra I have done here? Nothing I have done here. Now, next thing what I need to do, go to your S3 bucket and delete. Otherwise, we cannot test, right? It is working fine or not. Let me go here, delete. Let me permanent delete it. We will configure multiple service right now, immediately. Okay. Now this is good. Okay. Now what do I need to do? Now what should I do? What should I do?
Test the
Deploy
code.
it. Okay. If you deploy it, it doesn't mean it will create a server and deploy there. It will keep it in its memory storage. Okay. It will just go ahead and keep in some memory storage. Okay. That's it. It is going to do. AWS has its memory. In this memory, it will keep this particular function. Whenever you ask this to execute, then only it will create a server. It will deploy whatever it has saved here into that particular server, and then it will execute. Simple and easy process.
Sir, could you please let us see the code? I mean, just scroll a bit so that we can see it.
Same code, nothing changes here. See that?
Yeah.
Nothing, not even a single bit I have changed here.
So
Only
how
thing-
are we going to define the interval here, sir?
I have defined it right.
Where?
Same thing.
Not this. This is the duration. I'm saying when will the entire code will
Then
run
I will do it
again and
right.
again. Interval.
You don't ask the future question. Wait for that's what I have told. Just wait for it. Your answer
Yeah,
will
sorry,
be cleared by
sorry.
end of the
Yeah, yeah,
session.
yeah. Sorry, sir.
Okay. Now, see, till now what we have done, we have manually done everything. It doesn't look good, right? See, whenever the log is getting uploaded inside your CloudWatch, automatically it should push to S3. I need to write a function in a way like that. That is why Lambda is preferred, because Lambda is an event-driven function. Any event will happen, it will trigger Lambda, it will execute what the code is, and it will do that particular task. In this particular scene, what is the event? Your log getting updated. Whenever your log should get updated, you should automatically inform Lambda, hey Lambda, my logs are updated. Can you execute your code? Lambda will go there, pull the log from here, update to S3. Have I made myself clear till now? Who is that? This will give you by trigger. Everybody has a trigger point. You get triggered by something, I get triggered by something. Similarly, Lambda will get triggered by something. Now, I need to define by what it should get triggered. I am going to define that. I want to define that I want to trigger by CloudWatch logs. At the end of the session, I will give you a very interesting task, which I have recently implemented in my project. Okay. So with this, you can practice that. Now, log group, what I want to use log group this. Choose a name. Okay. My name, something. Okay. So this is the trigger point. Whenever this log group is getting updated, automatically it should trigger my Lambda. Can you see here? It is whenever the trigger is what? CloudWatch logs. Inside CloudWatch log, whenever your this particular log, that is your database one error log will get updated, automatically it will trigger this particular Lambda. And inside Lambda, what I have written? I have written a code so that it will export the logs from CloudWatch to S3. Now, simple thing is, can any code run inside AWS just like that? No. That is why we created an EC2, right? Inside EC2, inside a computer only you can write a code. So that is why, my dear friends, inside your Lambda, you just create a function. When you deploy it or when it gets executed, it first creates a server. Your code, whatever you have written, it will deploy this code to that particular server and execute it. Any doubt in understanding this particular point? You cannot write any code inside just like that, right? You need a computer to write a code. Inside this, I already wrote a computer. I already spinned up a computer EC2 and I was writing the codes there. The problem was what? 24 hours, the EC2 should be running. Not a good practice. So they have given me an alternate called as Lambda Service. What it will do is, you just need to define the code which needs to be executed. And you tell it when it needs to execute it. So when I am telling where? Here. That whenever my logs are getting updated, please execute my code. Now, whenever my code is getting executed, what it will do is, can it execute just like that, guys? Randomly, can a code get executed? No, right? It needs an environment. It needs a library. Where the library is available? In your computer. Is this a computer, guys? Is this a computer? No.
No.
So what this service will do, it will go ahead, create a computer that is a server,
Hello.
whatever code I have written, deploy the code there and then execute it.
Hello.
Remember environment I have already selected while I was creating the Lambda function. Remember Python 3.12? So I don't need to install anything. This is all AWS managed services. Now tell me any doubt you have. Then we'll execute.
So it will automatically create the EC2. Then it will
Yes.
run, right?
It will automatically in the back end, it will create an EC2. You will never see that.
Okay.
It
So
will be
why
inside
didn't
their
you
own
start?
system.
It means it will create EC2 and also install the Python, correct? Because you mentioned the Python 3, correct?
I remember, yes, perfect. I told that this environment I need in my system.
Okay, and after that it will execute that code, that what your Python code written.
So I have one question, sir. So when we were running EC2 instance, we installed all the dependencies in our Amazon
Python,
Linux
right?
instance.
I
Okay.
installed Python only, right?
No, we also installed Boto 3.
Boto 3, that is what. Here I'm importing Boto 3. That is the point, the beauty is.
Hmm.
This, if some dependency is missing with Python, it will take everything.
Everything automatically.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That is why
how do we know
AWS managed
that?
service, right?
Sir, do we get recording
So
section
we don't
for
need to
this?
install anything here in Lambda. It will take care of everything. We just
That is
need to
what.
write code and it will take care of everything.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That is what
Sir,
the tagline is. Write code,
how,
don't worry about your server.
sir, how do we know Lambda is triggered or not? If it is not triggered, where do we check?
I will show you everything.
Okay.
Everything I will show you.
So what about the M, like the package manager, like how it also happens automatically?
Already it is installing, right? I gave them the instruction that I need Python 3.12. Let him install by whatever means he want. Do I care?
No, actually Python 3 that's okay, but what about inside that one? You need to have the
That is what.
library,
Whatever
right?
library you will define here, it only needs the environment. Other things it will install if it is not there.
Okay, automatically happens, right? Okay.
That is why they are charging you, right?
Oh. Okay.
See,
Go
there
to
are
the
two
code,
hotels.
please.
You go to a hotel of 500 rupees. There nobody will take care. No food, no water, nothing. You need to go outside, bring food, bring water. You need to do everything, hot water, everything. Go to 5-star hotel. What it will give you? Everything. Welcome drink till end of the task. So here it is a 5-star hotel for you.
So can you go to
Do
the
we need to
code, please?
specify the availability zone? Because in the previous one, the code you wrote, you specify the AZ. So you wrote US East 1. I didn't see that in the Lambda function.
Your Lambda function and everything should be inside that same region. Okay?
Hello.
Okay.
The Lambda handler, the event and the context, is
Yes.
that a predefined thing we have to do, or
Yes.
we can give any?
No, it is mandatory. If you remove this, it will not execute. If you remove public static void main in Java, will it execute?
No, it will not.
Okay. So it needs this particular function. This is where it starts the compilation, like
But sir,
execution starts.
Sir, one question. For example, within the definition of Lambda handler, why you didn't provide client and response in an indentation and even though everything it's right? I mean, why it's not? You don't you think it should be it should
give me error, right? Why you are worried? Let him give error.
Oh, okay. It's okay. When we will
It is
run,
error.
yeah.
Python goes with
Vinjay,
indentation. It will
sir,
give me error.
yes.
I thought it is
One
also
Vinjay,
taking
one
care of this thing also.
No.
Dude,
It is
Vinjay.
not a compiler or anything. Okay. At the end, it will give you. It will not execute. It will give you the error. Hey, please take your indentation. Some problem is there. Okay. I wanted to show you as an error, but since you have asked me, let me move it.
One question here. So as of now, what we have done, so line 119, right? So log group name as the database service, right? So in the perspective of Java development, right? So we have multiple microservices. Then how we are going to integrate multi microservices and get the log?
I will show you at the end. The same project I have also done here. Yes. Okay. That is what the task I will give you. And one more workshop I will bring you with API gateway, with your DB, with React, with Java Spring microservices. Okay.
Because this thing is real time we are doing it.
Yes. That's what I'll give you a small task also during that particular phase and the next workshop, because now you are familiar with Lambda. So now I can go to it a little bit more advanced.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Because Lambda has a lot of usage. It will use API gateway. You might be using API gateway. Okay.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Okay. I will show you the architecture. Same thing I was also implementing in my project. Okay. I'm the architect of that particular project. Okay. Since you have told me, I have saved it right now. Okay. So now you will not get the indentation. Fine. Now I will add a destination also. Destination means once everything is executed, if you want something to get followed up, you can do that. So in my destination, I want to let myself know that Lambda is executed. So I will use another service here that is called as SMS, simple notification service. So I will get a notification that my Lambda has executed this. So I will create a topic. What topic I want to take? Standard. Let it be my Lambda topic. So this is my topic of destination. So everything looks good here. Let me get a topic. That's it. And I have to subscribe. When you buy some magazine or anything, do you subscribe that monthly I will receive or daily I will receive? So here also you have to create a subscription that you need to subscribe your email. I want to subscribe my email. Okay. And I will give my email, suppose this email, that this is my email and I want to subscribe it. Get a subscription. Okay. Now the notification, what it will do is every time I will use this particular service, SMS service, it will trigger, okay, it will trigger the notification to my email, but it will ask for a confirmation that the end user should give me a confirmation. Have you got the confirmation or not? It is asking you to confirm, right? Whether you want to subscribe to this topic or not, my Lambda topic. I will tell yes, I want to subscribe. And before leaving, I will just give me a second. I will put it, guys. Please follow the WhatsApp group for further any kind of notification or WhatsApp you are going to get. Fine. Now, since I have come here where I was, okay, so I have approved, right? So here, if you see here, it should be refreshed. Okay, so I have confirmed that yes, this email ID is okay to receive the messages. That's it I have done. Only thing I have done is I am okay to receive the message on this email. I have confirmed it. Now let us go to Lambda function. Go to destination. Here, suppose on success, I want to choose that, please send me a notification. You have options on failure, on success. So I am telling that on success, please use this topic, and this topic I have already subscribed to the email. So please trigger that email. Can you see the flow now? CloudWatch logs, if anything is updated, it will trigger. It will trigger what? My function. Inside my function, my code is written. It will go here, create an EC2. In that, it will deploy the code which I have written. Once it is executed, everything is fine, passed, it will go to this particular and trigger this. Now this will go to the topic. It will send that message that yes, everything was fine. Hope you have understood the complete architecture. Things looks good.
Hi, Abhi. Can we get recording for this section?
What?
Recording.
Yeah. I think it will be available. Okay. At the end, I will talk all about this. At the end, 5 to 10 minutes, I will talk everything. Notes where you will get.
Will this recording be available in our 7 AM group?
It will be always available in YouTube. I will share the link also.
Okay.
Thank you.
The link is not working, Abhijit. It is showing that you'll notify.
But YouTube, no, wait for half an hour. 1 hour, everything will get uploaded. All the workshops are uploaded in our YouTube channels. Okay. I will share the link with you guys. You will get all the links. Whoever is registered in the email will get the links and everything. You will get the notes. You will get everything. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So here in the my function, like in the function method, you will be seeing that event and the contact text, right? So what exactly that?
Yeah, that is what. This event will take what event it should get triggered.
Okay.
And context is what context you are working on. This is your context.
Okay.
Okay. You are supplying the event, right?
Yes.
And context is what context you are working on.
Okay.
Now, everything is good, right? Can we try? First, for that, we need to do something. Database should get trigger some logs, right? Database should trigger some logs, right?
Automatically.
For that, we have to do something. Is my database public database? I forgot to give it public. I should have given it. Okay, let me modify. Okay. I'm not using a database right now. So there's my additional. Okay. It is not publicly accessible. Okay. Apply immediately. It is coming as modified. I'm not sure whether this might also trigger some logs. I'm not sure which will trigger a log. But since I'm a developer, I know if I write some query, it will definitely trigger some logs. Now, let us see whether anything has got triggered or not. This will take time to receive the message. Now, if you want to see anything, you can go here to CloudWatch. Have I CloudWatch? Since Lambda is a AWS managed service, the logs will be available by default. Have I not selected that? Okay, nothing has executed till now, right? Sorry. See this. Okay. Everything I have done correct, right? I deployed after this, right? Saving after this? Yeah. So till now nothing has got triggered. I need to write some query. Let me go to where.
I think it didn't say speak.
Yeah, everything will not trigger a log. Okay. Only things which are required will trigger a log. You can see here if that has been triggered or not. Last trigger was what? I think long back when the database was created. Okay. There is no new event. Only one new event will be triggered, new log will be done, then only it will get triggered. That is what I have written the connection. So it is available now. Okay. Now let me go to log group should have been open. Yes. I think nothing has got triggered, right? Okay. So let me do something. Let me go to MySQL workbench. Since it was MySQL database, I will use that ID. Okay. Let me go to database. Let me take the connection string. That is the endpoint. Create the connection. Connection name, Avi workshop. Username I have given admin, right? And password I gave at that time, admin1234. That's the connection. Only there are two ways that you will not get the connection. One is if you have not made it public. Second is your security group. If your bodyguard is not allowing, there are only two ways where you will not be allowed to enter. But my job is not to make entry and all. I just want the logs to get triggered. That's it. Failed to connect. Publicly accessible, yes. Second option can be your, but I want my logs. At least it should tell me that it has not triggered anything. Give it everything correctly. Okay, fine. Let me go here. Let me go to database. Let us go for the security. Okay, this is the security group. Have I given access to everything, right? I hope so. Let me go to the security group. You are given access to everything, right? Safe side, I will add a rule. MySQL should have a specific rule also. Okay, it will take port number 3306. Anywhere I have to port, it is taken the port number, save the rules. Third option, why it should not connect if there is no internet gateway connected to that. I'm not sure whether you guys are aware of all these terms, but if your subnet where it is available, okay, so security group was the problem. Can you see this, right? Done. Okay, what I've given, my workshop. Let's go inside. Let us write some query fast, just simple one, create a database. Only thing my job is to trigger the logs so that I can test that something has happened. Create database test. Create spelling is wrong. Okay, so I hope that the log should get triggered now. Can we see? Okay. CloudWatch. I can check my bucket also. General purpose bucket. Created, right, guys? Can you see this? Created? Can you see? Have you? I have received the notification also. Everybody able to hear me? See this?
Yes.
Yes.
Success.
Sir, this notification is coming from SNS, no?
Yes. I configured, right?
Yeah.
I told, right? If it is success, if it was a failure, I would not have triggered it anything. Okay? This is only triggered when it is success.
So this diagram that we are seeing now in front of us, this is our architecture diagram, am I right?
Yes.
This we need to learn.
Yes.
And this will this actually generated automatically, no, sir? Or
Nothing I have done manually, right? See, the logs got updated. Immediately the logs got updated. Can you see the new logs got updated just now?
Yeah.
Okay. All these logs just now get updated. So immediately it triggered my Lambda. That is what I told that any change will come, it will trigger this. Okay. Suppose I will create or I will use test. You don't need to do SQL. Okay. Create table parameters also, right? Let me create another database.
So we only configure this CloudWatch or something else to trigger the event, or only this is the one example?
All the options available in this world.
Okay.
Whatever events are available, whatever things are required as an event. They have partnered event also. Do you know Datadogs and all? It's a logging tool. Okay. Like CloudWatch, this is a third-party logging tool.
Can you use Datadog, Jabi?
What?
Can you use Datadog?
For that, you have to trigger everything, right? You have to install Splunk. Okay. In my class, I will teach always Splunk. Okay. I'll tell you at the end why you need all this Datadog and Splunk. But okay. So for that, you need to configure all those things. So there are a lot of options available. Do you know the concept of CloudFront? Do you know the concept of CloudFront?
Yes, sir. It is for CDN purpose. So front end we have to integrate front end with CDN.
Yes. So if you have learned a little bit of CloudFront, do you know that in CloudFront you need to use Lambda? No.
Yes, to transfer the data to the edge location.
Yes. You have to use invalidate option. So invalidate means something. Suppose, just I'll give you a 2-minute introduction. Try it out in your home. See, suppose this is Mumbai. My server is in Mumbai. I have a user in Singapore. I have a user in, suppose, Delhi. Okay. So if this user is accessing from Mumbai, it will be a little bit faster, right? It will be a little bit slower. Go to Canada. Which is the slowest one? Which is the slowest one? Canada. Okay, so it is not good, and I cannot create my server at everywhere. Wherever all my customers are, I don't have options to create everywhere server. I don't have that kind of money. So AWS gives you an option that is called as CloudFront. In your CloudFront, what it does it gives you 400 plus edge locations. Locations are like, these are small data centers, okay, which is not accessible to anybody, which AWS has created for your convenience. So near to Delhi, suppose in Delhi itself, there might be possible that one small data center is available here. Near Canada, one data center might be available here. So if you subscribe to this particular service, CloudFront, what it will do is, first time it will go check that nearest edge location. If the content is available, it will bring back. Else it will go to your original server, go bring the content back, publish it, like store it here, and then give it to you. So next time when you make a request, you don't need to go to all way, you just need to take it from here itself. Is it not making your website faster?
Yeah. To reduce the latency, na sir?
Latency is very fast here, right?
Yeah.
So the problem here is that if a developer makes some change, he will make a change here itself, right? Your code will be deployed, latest code is deployed where? Server. This is like cache. So it will not get refreshed automatically. So for that, you need to use a methodology called as invalidate. Invalidate means don't validate this. Invalidate whatever I have done previously. So all this data will be invalidated. First time it will always go here, take the response and give it back here. So this we don't know, right? When they will upload the code. This either are you aware when they will update the code? But user will keep on getting the older codes, right? So that is why you can use Lambda here also. Here itself, you can use Lambda to trigger this invalidate whenever the code is being updated in your repository. Clear, guys? Multiple usages are there. Okay. One of the biggest usages is again your CloudFront.
So basically, we will use front-end code only, not for CloudFront, that is Vue.js or React.js.
Code website can be anything. Only thing, it will take for the server wise. Okay, wherever your server is placed. If you are using backend server, wherever the request is going, it doesn't matter front end, wherever your code is going. Okay, wherever your code is placed, it can be backend plus front end. Definitely, you need a front end only, right? Either you can have front end plus backend or only front end. Okay. Now tell me any doubt you have.
Sir, at the start when you used your local system to work with it, so you just installed that AWS SDK and you use the AWS configure command in that case only, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So in the place of Python code, whatever written in Lambda, we can replace with the Java code also, right?
Any code you want.
Sir, please share the architecture that you showed in PDF forward to us also.
This is what the task I am trying to share you. Okay, this is what I have done recently.
Yeah, this is we want to see
the best way of Lambda. This is the task, and my next workshop will be based on this kind. Okay, now since you guys are comfortable with Lambda, the next workshop which I bring on Lambda will be using API gateway, will be using your database, will be using your Lambdas. Okay, actually I'll tell you what I am doing. US government is giving, or government has a lot of wings where it is spending its money. So what we are doing is, and we don't know when they are updating it all the end, and it is different database for them. So we are pulling all the data from this database whenever it is getting updated. Imagine the trigger point is whenever the DB is getting updated. So whenever the DB is getting updated, Lambda will get triggered. It will pull the data and combine it in a centralized database. Same thing goes with here. Same thing goes with multiple DBs. All these DBs are just capturing all the data from here, pulling it here. And a front end is there. Front end required this data. So front end to connect to this data, I have an option called API gateway. Clear? Those who have understood this. Okay. So this is the kind of task you can do it. So I will tell you what you can start with. No need to do so much complicated things. What you can do, guys, is have some CSV file. have couple of CSV file or backend some small DB you want. Okay, create a Lambda function here. Okay, create a Lambda function here. You can create multiple Lambda functions. So whenever data is being triggered here or entered here, trigger this particular Lambda function, combine this particular things into a centralized DB, and provide this data to the front end. Any HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you can write a code or React. Okay, and this should get this here. You should have an API. Can backend connect with the can front end connect with the database, SQL, MySQL, and all those things, and do everything? For that, we need a backend API. So write your API in your Lambda. Okay, so what it will do, my dear friends, whenever data is being uploaded here, that is from Lambda, it is triggered here, it will again trigger this particular Lambda, take the API gateway, give this API to this particular front end. Complete architecture, you will learn multiple things. You will learn the DB, you will learn API gateway, or you will learn this. Try it on your own. I will take a workshop on this particular architecture anyway. Now, any doubt you have, now you can ask me. I am done for my session.
One question, sir. Where you define the interval to trigger the Lambda function in our exercise?
The trigger.
Which exercise? This one.
No, this is the future work, but the Lambda which is running in our AWS, where you can you show?
Sir, haven't configured the interval. Sir, have done it on the
sir, and add trigger we assign some time.
I have. It is like even whenever anything is getting updated, that is what the trigger is, and that is taken care by this trigger itself. Whenever anything is getting updated, when it got updated, it triggered, right? Did you saw this? Whenever the log got updated, is it correct to schedule
so
something?
we don't need to give a time. The log.
No, that is not correct, right? That is what I told. I don't know every day at 5 o'clock will it trigger? I don't know, right? The changes can happen morning 9 o'clock also, night 12 o'clock also.
So it will trigger accordingly. Okay, got it.
That is what the beauty of Lambda is.
Thank you, sir.
Anything will get updated, it will automatically trigger this. This will go here, create an EC2, and deploy the function whichever I have written, and then it should do it.
So every time when something change in CloudWatch, it will trigger the Lambda function, and accordingly we get the message in email, SNS via
yes, that you have configured.
Yeah.
And the log will like the PolySCM, correct?
What?
It acts like the PolySCM in the Git concept.
Yes.
Yeah.
So every time we need to configure SNS for CloudWatch, or how it's?
It is your choice.
So if
SNS you can create one time and you can use it multiple places. It's a centralized service.
No, that means if we need to get the notification, then we only get.
You have to configure SNS.
Okay. So it is log is success or failure. That's correct.
Yes.
Like it will show us both the success and failures notification.
You have to configure it in such a way. You have to configure it. Either on failure or either on success, not both.
Okay.
Whatever the log will generate, that we can see in the SNS script notification. Okay.
Yes.
I have a question. In your mail, can you show me your mail when the SNS service generated the mail? So we are seeing here like some kind of JSON file, okay? But if we want to create a real application, okay, we want to see some kind of thing which is conceivable by a user, okay? He won't understand this JSON file. So do we need to make some changes in our SNS so that it is more?
You can configure the messages. This is the message you can tell.
Okay. In SNS we can configure this thing, no?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Abhijit, one thing also here. So in our real-time project, so once we are going to do any modification in our project or production release anything, so we get notification in the mail. So same concept there also.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sir, can you put the code in the chat, sir?
You will get it. Don't worry. Don't worry. You'll get all the codes. Code. If you have understood the concept, code and all, everything will get it. Don't worry on the code and
Here
all.
are the two database are there. And what about the third one? This is also database. So the assignment that you have given.
Yes, this is the main database in your cloud.
Okay, master.
This is your AWS RDS database. This you can keep any CSV file or keep it outside database, outside of AWS. This was given by US government. They will have their own database, right? This is my database. So I am combining all their data, created an API to pull this data, give it to frontend, and use Lambda wherever you want to trigger it. Everything should happen asynchronously. Okay? Data is updated by the US government, trigger the Lambda, send it here, API will get triggered, get the frontend. Clear?
Okay.
Couple of limitations of Lambda. Okay, before wrapping up, Lambda will only work for maximum 15 minutes. If your task is not completed within 15 minutes, Lambda will stop.
Sir, I had a question. Like I make some text recognition part in AWS using text recognition service. I use Lambda for it, but I'm not able to use that API gateway with this. I want some URL for API gateway, but that is not work with Lambda, and so that's why I'm not able to complete the project. So, in this, you use CloudWatch service to get the thing. Whenever log created, the Lambda is run. Then at that time, what I have to use means I just convert the text to speech using that text recognition service. So
you have an API gateway, right?
I just API HTTP API gateway that at the time.
That is clear. You have all the options available. Okay. Just creating randomly. Okay. Not a real project.
Okay.
Just to show you.
Sir, what's the intention of this workshop? Like what we are exactly seeing here?
We are seeing why we need AWS Lambda, first of all, and what is AWS Lambda helping us in what way. People always ask me, why do we need AWS Lambda? First of all, don't memorize the definition. That is why I showed you, first of all, what problems we faced. First, you understood the problems. What was the issue? Should you understood the objective of using AWS Lambda?
Yes.
Okay, and this code, I'm using it in my DL. For me, I have configured my logs and everything. Okay.
Sir, one more thing, like we have using like Lambda. Earlier I read somewhere like we also use this Lambda in conjunction with Fargate also.
Anywhere, a lot of places we can use it Lambda.
Okay. So we, as you said, like there is one limitation, like only 15 minutes. Is there like any other limitation, like the length of the code or
maximum 10 GB?
Okay.
Okay. When you create a function,
Please mute me yourself.
let me go here. Existing one. Easy for you to show. Go to my function. Can you see how much maximum you can use?
Yes. This is
Okay, 10.
Okay. Then what you will do if more than 10 GB is required? Will you not use Lambda?
If it is more than 10 GB, then I will not use Lambda.
There are a lot of options available, friends. Okay. You have a lot of options available to use that. Okay. One is your file system. Create a hard disk, attach it to this Lambda outside. Okay. Create a hard disk. It will ask you file system and mount. Okay. Then do it and attach it here.
Guys,
and it has like 50 terabytes. Okay. Clear? If you want to use more than 10 GB, you have to use this particular option, file system. Okay. Second option is, there is an option called as layers. Good, you have asked these questions. Okay. See, there are like lot of different softwares available, dependencies available, or what to say, different kind of codes available, which you don't need to place it inside there. You can add a layer here. Here also you have options. Okay, you have options to add your any kind of dependencies or any kind of code utilities you want to add here. You can add in your layers. Okay, that is apart from that 10 GB. Okay, so they have given you multiple options. Third problem is that, friends, it will only execute for 15 minutes. I want to run it for 1 hour. You have an option called as in AWS step function. Have you read about step function? Have you read about step function?
Yes, but not sure about the use, how to use it.
Here I am using step functions multiple places. Why? Step function, what it will do is, it will trigger the Lambda after 10 minutes, whatever I will tell it. So before stopping, again it will get triggered. Before stopping, again it will get triggered. Okay. So step function will work stepwise. So every 5 or 10 minutes, I will ask my step function to execute. What it will do, it will go and trigger Lambda. Before Lambda is stopped, 15 minutes, it will trigger again. It will trigger again. So if you need for 1 hour, make it trigger for that particular time. Are you getting those points? What I'm trying to tell?
Yes.
Like there is a noise, background noise. Could you inform them, please?
Somebody is having I don't want to unmute everybody. So can you please mute everybody, guys?
Will you embrace that voice is coming since a long time?
Guys, whoever wants to talk to me, they only make yourself unmute. Okay. Now, suppose my Lambda will only work for 15 minutes. So if I want to run for 1 hour, you have an alternate called as step function. Write step function that will trigger your Lambda. So after every 10 or 12 minutes, trigger it. Amresh, can you please mute yourself? Okay. Understood what you can do, guys? What are the challenges you will face and how you will solve that? Okay. I need some yes or no. Either there can be yes or no.
Can you show like the step function in the Amazon?
That is what. This will come in my next workshop when I'm doing it. Already I have like given you the task. Try it out on your own. I will come back with you. Okay. I will come back with you. I have given you a good context, good understanding of what to do, how to do it. I have taught you. Yeah, if somebody doesn't know Python Moto 3, he can start Python Moto 3 too. How to work it.
Abhijit, I have one small doubt. Can I ask? Yeah. So in my project, I faced one issue where there was a Lambda function which was having 250 MB as its size limit, which included around 240 MB of dependencies and 11 MB of other things. So in the production environment, we faced this issue where it was exceeding that limit of 250 MB. So the backend developer, who's also the architect, what immediate solution he did as a solution to cope up with this issue, he removed that dependency layer from one of the Lambda functions. So I was asked to come up with some solution as a complete solution, so that every time this manual intervention is not needed and we can automate this thing. So can we do something with respect to this, whatever we have gone through in the entire session? Can you share any of your understanding on this?
Yeah. So what you guys have done is, you have kept your dependency in layers.
Yes.
But in production environment, you want to remove this layer also. That is what.
that was like a one-time intervention just to cope up with any exigencies, emergency kind of thing we can say for the production environment. Now I'm trying to do it on the UAT, but I'm trying to automate it. So I was trying to work with Docker in that for getting into this entire setup. But I'm asking, is there any alternate way that you can, because my manufacturing like Fargate you can make use of, or some other where you can store these things and you're not requiring any kind of an intervention in future.
Exactly. You can use Fargate, or I have given you the option. Use this file system. Use this file system technique. Okay?
Will it work every time, or
Every
it's
time,
like
every time, every time. It will get attached, it will get detached whenever you want it. Write a small Python code. It will be attached. Whenever you want to detach it, detach it. It will run automatically when it is deployed. Okay? One option you have told is Fargate, that you can use it. Okay? That is also one of the options. Second option, inbuilt option of database, that is your Lambda is your file system. You can attach it in production, you can take it out. Okay? That you can automate using your simple write a Python code, and that will help you to attach and to detach whenever you want it. Okay? 4 lines of Python code will do this for you.
One question on this one only. What is there some limit set, like only we can use 250 MB, because earlier sir said like 10 GB is the maximum limit.
They would have set for their environment.
Okay, okay. Their environment specific limit.
It is dependent on the environment. Okay, I can put some restriction that no. Okay, fine. So use this file system technique. Okay,
yeah,
use this file system, attach it to your particular this Lambda function. Once it is deployed into production, detach it. It will be always available. Whenever you want to attach. Whenever you want to detach it. Like a hard drive. Use it like a hard drive. Okay.
Can we make use of something like what I used? The process which I used was I created a separate Docker file where I made sure that the Docker file is a multi-source, and the dependency layer is extracting, and then whenever it is going out of the memory, it is giving an as an
You can
event.
do it. You can do it.
Okay.
There is no issue in your solution. With Fargate also, you have to do that much effort on it. It's not that you will do it single step. Okay. So you have used the correct methodology. Don't worry on that.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, guys. So please subscribe to the channel which I have pasted so that you will get access to all the things. Notes you will get the access. Okay, I'll paste all the codes there. You can go ahead and practice. I have given you one task. Please try it out. The next workshop on Lambda, I will bring it using that particular task only. So in that particular workshop, you will see API gateway, you will see DB, you will see your Lambda, and I will use front end with React. Backend, I will use some API, Python API or any API I can use it. Okay? But try it out. Try it out. Okay?
Sir, I have
Not next weekend. Next weekend, mostly I will bring it. Next weekend, I think I will take a session on solid principle.
Sir, when you write your notes, do you write using mouse or how you write?
No. You want to see my notes? See how my notes are.
No. When you write, when you make drawing and everything, how you use this thing?
No. We'll use Excel Draw IO.
Okay.
He's asking live.
This. Here I don't need much of the thing. Here I have to give more content in less time. Okay? Like this. Okay? And this draw.io will get it.
So you use some kind of pencil or like what?
No, this is mouse only. Pentab I'm using if I need to use sometime. That is pentabs. Have you know pentab?
Yeah, so why I'm saying these things, sir, everything is perfect with your style, but if you use some kind of tab along with your laptop, So when
no, I will use mainly typing only. I will use mainly typing.
Okay.
I don't write with pen and paper here. We don't write pen and paper here. Okay. Pen drive, if I need something, then only I will attach it.
So
Otherwise,
that
yeah.
pen test, that thing you're saying, what is this? It's like some kind of tab in which you write things.
You will get a pen and you will get a small writing pad.
Okay.
You will attach it to your computer.
Yeah.
Whatever you write there, it will appear here.
So that will
Just
be
install a
much
software.
beautiful, sir, if you use it. I mean, in your exercise.
Because right now I don't want to use much theory and all. So that is why I'm not using all those things.
Because your drawings that you make, okay, it is very, very important when you explain things, okay. And if you use like tab and pencil, it will be way more conceivable for us. Like that's why I said.
See, here we don't need much of a thing. Here we need more technical concept. If I want to explain in the class, see how the notes will be. Wanted to see the notes, right? See.
No, that is not, sir. When you explain the architecture in your drawings, okay.
See,
Then it is very important.
Yeah, because we
for us.
needed less time to cover more things. That is why I wanted you to learn fast.
Okay.
Otherwise, we will use Excel draw.io. Here you will get everything. Because not much of architecture, right? Everything is available on the system right now. Here we will use this architecture. Okay. If I depend more on architecture, it will take more time today. You will not have that patience.
So you are covering solid principles next week or?
Yes, next week it will come with solid principles.
On Sunday, no?
Sunday.
Same time, sir.
Mostly
What
same
is
time.
solid principle? Can you just give the brief, like top level
Today
overview?
workshop, let it be Lambda, right? Join my next workshop. I will tell you.
Okay. No
Sir,
issue.
what are the
That is
topics
way of improving your code. Okay. How to design your code in a best possible solution. Okay. There are ways to write code. One person write a code with multiple if loop. One person write a code with for while loop. One person segregate his code with interfaces, with proper abstraction. There are different ways to write a code. So these principles will give you the guideline on how to design your solution in a best possible way.
Got it.
Okay.
Sir, what are the codes outlined basically? What all we are going to be covering in the course, complete course?
Your voice is a little bit breaking. Can you be a little bit louder?
Sir, I was asking what all topics are you going to cover in the course outline? In the complete course, what all things are going to be covered?
Okay, in AWS you're talking about, right?
Yes, sir. Sir,
In A, yeah,
this is
in
only for AWS
AWS,
course or
yeah, in
outside?
AWS, first of all, I will cover networking. Okay, networking is the most important section. 3 to 4 days will take off networking. Without networking, no part. Then I will cover you VPC, EC2. Okay, then I will cover database. Then I will cover your entire S3 storage. Then I will cover IAM completely. Then I will cover your VPC peering. Then I will cover your VPC, different VPCs, how it works. Okay, EBS, volumes. Okay, then I will cover your CloudFront. Then I will cover your. Have you ever heard about Cloudflare?
No, sir.
Okay, so I will cover Cloudflare also, which is a very best tool. Have you seen nowadays people asking, verify you are a human, you are a robot?
Yes, yes.
You can do this.
Yes.
You can do this
Yes.
using this particular tool. Very easy. Cloudflare. Okay. Then I will cover Fargate. Then I will cover Elastic Beanstalk. Okay. EBS. All those things I will cover it out. Okay. Then API Gateway project will come with API Gateway, with your DynamoDB. All these services we are going to cover. Then we will deploy manually a 3-tier architecture. 3-tier architecture means we will deploy backend. That is, sorry, let it be front end, then back end, and then DB. Okay, in one server DB, backend in this. Inside this, we will cover your load balancing, your auto scaling, your target group, everything. So this entire we will do in a project. First, we will do it manually. Listen to me, 2 minutes. First, we will do it manually. Then same thing, we will use Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins, everything to automate this entire process. Okay. So first thing, we'll do the project manually to understand how the things are challenging in manual. Then we will do using all the automation tools in the world. Now tell me.
But to practice, what are you giving? Basically, sandbox or you are giving a cloud access to individual? or how will you practice?
No, that is free of cost. I will give you the document how to create an AWS account.
But actually, I created, but it's, I was a beginner. I don't know. Bill came huge. Then I
Then I
did
can
not
give you
put
sandbox
blog.
environment.
Blog.
I have sandbox environments.
Okay, sir.
Sir, are you conducting any kind of training program or it is only free workshop?
No, no, I am a proper trainer who is working, I think, for Ashok IT last 2 years. I teach in multiple institute. I have taught in Scalar, I have taught in Educa, I have taught in Unacademy.
No,
Okay.
for Ashok IT, are you conducting any kind of
Yes, I am taking the training for DevOps with multi-cloud.
Okay, sir, when you will start it? What is the timing?
New batches. Huh? Morning we have batches from 7 to 8, 8:30 to 9:30, evening 7 to 8.
And
So
which
3
batch
batches in
you are?
Ashok IT.
So which you are in?
All 3 are my batches. Okay. Morning
So
7
we
to
have
8.
So this recording will be like in YouTube, and the next recording will also be in the same playlist, huh?
Yeah, they will upload it the same playlist.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, morning batch is taken by Ram sir, right? 7 to 8.
No, there are multiple trainers. Right? I am already taking from last, I think, 1.5 years. Some of the students are here in that particular. Some of the students were asking out were for my morning batches only.
Which morning
Sir,
batch you are in, sir?
Huh?
Sir, which morning batch you are right now training?
I am taking 7 to 8, then 8:30 to 9:30.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay, and then evening 7 to 8.
And Abhijit, what about multi-cloud?
Yeah, I am teaching multi-cloud.
So what
sir,
timing for multi-cloud?
in the next workshop, which you are saying, so will you cover with the Java example, sir, or Python as a backend?
We will take an API of Java Spring Boot API.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And Abhijit,
Yeah.
so I don't have any programming language like Python or Java. So how can I proceed?
For cloud, you don't need anything. You need basic of Python, and I teach my students Python and Bash scripting both.
Okay, so this is where the multi-cloud batch, only AWS batch that we are saying.
I am taking multi-cloud batches.
Sir,
So
multi-cloud means
this
other
bash
other.
scripting and Python scripting that you're saying, are you going to take in our 7 a.m. class in multi-cloud?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I will take.
Yeah.
Sir,
Thank you.
GCP and other like Azure, etc. Also comparatively, parallelly, you will teach the similar things whatever there in AWS, then Azure, and even exact replica product.
See,
Parallelly, or
that is
how
what.
will you?
If you learn one cloud, okay, it is easy to understand the base of other cloud, but the implementation will change there. Okay,
Yes.
implementation will completely change there.
So will you show that how it is changing?
Completely. We are not going to cover Azure for 1 week. You can see my morning batches. We have been going for 2.5 weeks. Now only we have come to Azure storage. Okay, there
So
also
which
I will
course we
teach
have
you
to
Azure
take,
function.
Abhishek?
Yeah, tell me.
Like which course we have to take to complete this cloud related things? Like
DevOps with
you
multi-cloud.
were DevOps with multi-code. Okay.
Yeah. In
So
that, if
when
you
the
want only AWS, you learn only AWS. If you want AWS plus Azure, you can combine that. You want all the three, you can combine all three. It depends what your requirement is.
sir, when the next batch is going to start for your class means where
Next
you
week.
are going to
Next week.
next
Sir, how is the
timing?
support for certification? Certification will you guide us?
I will give you
Uh,
all the dumps. Okay.
okay.
I will give you all the dumps, all the interview questions. I have that. My folder is gone. I don't know what it is. Okay. I'll give you all the dumps.
Sir, next week timing please for your classes.
Morning 8:30 and then evening 7 o'clock also.
And duration for that, Abhijit,
How long?
Uh,
for multi-cloud
it,
duration.
multi-cloud, it will take you easily 3.5 to 4 months.
So that you showing we are deploy all the things on the Kubernetes also. So we use the Google EKS also, or only for
Everything.
AWS will be.
Everything will use this clusters wise to do it with
And every cloud will
Kubernetes
use
and
the
all.
EKS, GKE, or
Yes.
EKS.
Azure Kubernetes and Google Kubernetes engine. Okay. Similarly, EKS.
Okay, so we'll cover that all in the course.
Yeah.
So Abhijit, like in AWS services and the K8 services, those are not free. Like how you are managing them? Like if we have to practice all those things, those are not
Sandbox
those
environment
services
I'll
are.
give you. Sandbox is giving me free. Not worry.
Okay, okay.
Sandbox environment will give me free. Okay.
Sir,
What
can
the
you
fees
also
for that multi-cloud?
What?
Fees for multi-cloud?
I think it is around 20K, between 20 to 25K.
Okay.
sir, how to register for that for your classes? If you can send the link as well.
Yeah, they will forward you. If you have registered properly in the numbers what they have given, they will mail you with the new batch. You can attend the demo classes, and then after that you can decide whether you want to attend or not.
The Zoom link that we have registered with the numbers, correct?
Yes, that same number they will always contact you.
Okay.
Any new batch is starting, they will put a message, they will put a mail, they will put a call to you.
But actually, the problem is that in the batches they are not mentioning about the instructor. So
I will ask
actually,
them to do that. I will ask them to do that.
Sure. And also, can you provide the contents, course contents for that also? They will provide?
I'll provide. They will share you with syllabus, with complete syllabus. They will share with you.
Okay.
The
Can
link
we
they will
get
share with you now,
recorded
it will
videos?
have the complete syllabus.
Sir, can we get recorded videos?
You get complete recordings of that.
Sir, just one quick query. Sir, how to use these sandboxes? Once provided, sir.
See, for me, it's like there is a company called Plural Site where I have registered already.
Yes.
Okay. So there you have an option called as sandbox environment.
Yes.
So you can spin up any sandbox you want. If you want Azure, you want Google Cloud, everything is there. For me, the beauty is I have registered everywhere. Even I have this. This is my personal Azure account,
Yes.
which is a paid service for me. So whatever service I use, I pay them. So the student doesn't have any kind of difficulties. Any service which needs a paid, I will show you by using paid service also. Okay. This is not a free tier. This is my paid account, my billing
Sir,
account.
monthly how much around it comes, sir?
It depends, but you don't purchase it. Within 1 month, you learn it and you will go it. I am teaching, that is why I need it.
Okay.
I will show you how to create account. I will share the documents, how to create the account. Okay? You don't need to do anything.
Sir, certification of all Azure, AWS, and GCP dumps will
I will
provide.
give you all the dumps. I will give you the practice question. Okay? You don't need to worry at the part of certifications.
No.
Is the easiest part to clear. Only architect, little bit difficult. Other than that, administrator and basic is easy. For architect, you need to little bit work harder. That's it.
sir, means with this your course, can we approach for the architect as well, or is it like separate course we need to take? Just asking.
If you learn the concept from starting till end, you can definitely go ahead and work as an architect. But you need to spend little bit of extra hard work. I will give you the questions of architect. You need to solve that.
And duration how much?
Tell me, please.
Yes, sir. My question is, will this multi-cloud be standalone course, or does it require some prerequisite for the
Nothing.
previous Spring Boot or the
Zero
Java
prerequisite.
development one?
Zero prerequisite.
Okay. If you don't
Whatever
have
is
any
required, I will
knowledge,
teach you here itself. I will not ask you to learn anything and come back.
okay.
Sir, because I am from Java development background, sir, Python, zero knowledge almost. Only basic.
If you know one language, you know any language in the world. Keep this out of your mind.
Yeah.
One language means you know everything. If you know Java, you know everything. If you know Python, you know everything. Okay?
Sir, slight doubt. As of now, is the job market open for this cloud role, sir?
I will show you my offer letter next week when you join for my workshop. Okay?
You
I
might
will show you my
have
package.
some experience. I am speaking for
It
like
doesn't
3
matter.
to
It
4.
doesn't matter. Lot of openings are coming up in the market. Because if tariff and all, nothing has happened. People have moved out of China and lot of openings are coming up. See, normal companies, there are a lot of openings. If you want to go for a very good product-based companies, you have to work in that level.
Sir, except LinkedIn, Mercury, we can find any platform to get the jobs.
What?
Except LinkedIn, Mercury, is there any platform to find the jobs product based?
For product-based companies, you are telling.
Yeah.
I will refer to you. I am my friends are there like Goldman Sachs. I have worked in. My friends are there. I have my friends in Meta. So I will refer you guys. Okay, bhai, worry. If you are able to create those interviews, referring is my part.
Sir, I have a 3 years experience in AWS.
Okay,
So I'm currently looking to change my job.
definitely you can go ahead. But I will tell you, these companies don't look only for cloud. Okay, only specific role for cloud they will ask for you for. But if you go for this mang companies or this Meta, Google, if you ever target these companies or a good product based companies, you need to be a little bit of problem solver also.
Yes,
So you
that's
need to have little bit
absolutely
understanding on your algos and system designs. I will be very frank to you.
Okay.
But there are other mid product based companies which are offering very good packages. For 4 year, 5 year, they're offering 30, 30, 25 like that. So that is good for you if you don't want to go to that level immediately. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sir.
there.
Thank you. Thank you
The
so much.
Terraform also you're teaching. Terraform I see a folder. The
Terraform
last
is
one. Sorry, Terraform are you teaching? Because I see a folder Terraform on your screen. So I had like my previous project I had worked for Goldman Sachs that they're using Terraform there.
yeah, I will teach Terraform. I teach Terraform for 2.5 weeks, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Terraform, I'll give you complete architecture. What is this? What this is doing? I have Visual Studio. Okay, I have taken it up. Okay.
Sir,
My
one
part I
question.
will do best. Okay, you don't need to worry about my part.
Yeah,
Why
exactly
this is
same thing.
coming? Why this is coming? Everything I teach. But
Placeholder and PI file queries.
guys, you have to be a little bit louder. You see my
Okay,
intensity? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
sir, am I audible?
Yes. Tell me.
Yeah, sir, regarding the real world project, like during the course completion, are you going to showcase how we are going to implementing our knowledge using the real world project?
Just now I showed you one architecture that is from my
Yes.
project which I implemented. Like that, whatever I will do now. Recently, I
Mhm.
implemented Argo CD pipeline. I
Mhm.
will discuss with them in the people.
Okay.
Okay. So
Mhm.
I will keep it updated with you. But I will tell you if you do that project of three-tier architecture with whatever services I will ask you, if you're able to complete that, you can answer any questions. Clearing interview is the problem. Working is not a problem. I will tell you upfront.
Mhm. Mhm.
These AI tools will help you in inside like anything. All the solutions you will get if you have the concept of that service. If you
Mhm.
know what Lambda does, what Lambda works, how it works, if you find any issues, these AI tools will help you. But
Mhm.
clearing interview, they will not help you.
Mhm.
Okay. So get your concept to a level where you can clear the interviews. If you are able to clear the interviews, you are able to work in now. And I'm not talking about clearing interviews in TCS, CTS, and all those companies. I'm talking about the product based companies for now. Those interviews you can crack any point of time.
Sir, one question, sir. If
Hmm.
I will learn only AWS, is it enough for this one? Or
I
how
will
much
tell you
deeper?
why people are going for multi-cloud. Okay.
Hmm.
Tomorrow,
Yes.
right now, Azure is on booming right now. Okay. Why? Because Azure has lowered down its cost. Tomorrow, Google decides to lower its cost. All the companies will start migrating from AWS to Azure. What you will do? At that time, you'll go and learn Azure. Huh? Not possible, right?
Yes, sir.
Again, every time you'll go and learn something is changing. So people learn multi-cloud, and even you will see in your profile, people will start asking AWS with Azure or AWS with GCP. Like that, people will start asking. Many companies use two environments right now.
Okay. And yeah, if I know AWS, I'm a AWS. So how much difference from it's for learning others cloud environment?
Your base is done. Load balancer means here also same. Load balancer in Azure also same. Only thing, the way of implementation, the algos will change.
Oh,
Okay. If you know AWS, you know, right? In AWS, you have round robin method while doing load balancer and all this auto scaling and all. Do you know, right?
yes. Okay.
Okay. In Azure, you have different way, 5-tuple algorithm. Okay. In GCP, they combine with that is your what to say, your load plus your round robin. They are more intelligent. In the three, if you know, GCP is the best for load balancer. Like this, you will start comparing yourself. Your level will increase. That is what I'm telling.
And for this course, how much duration we will get, sir?
We will finish it off around 3.5 to 4 months.
Okay.
9:30
One more thing,
Cover
sir.
multiple things for you. Okay.
Yes, sir. And one more thing, sir. I was working. I have a
Note replace
4.7 months of
Saturday
experience
to
with backend Java developer. So currently, past 1 year, I'm not working.
Okay.
So I'm looking for a job now again. So if I will go this course and I will complete multi-cloud and I know the backend Java backend, I have worked with a good
Your
people.
phone will not stop ringing if you remove that gap. Java with
How
cloud.
Yes, not a
how
big
I
gap.
will
One year is
my
not a
gap?
big gap now. I am Java developer in 12 years. Not a big gap. It's not because
Sir, your voice is not clear, sir.
Java with cloud is a very good resume. Okay.
Okay.
That gap you can cover it up. You know how to cover it, right? There are multiple options available in your Hyderabad. Okay.
Okay.
That you can cover it up. Java with cloud, you will start getting multiple calls. You don't need to worry about all those things.
Okay,
Add
sir.
React to that, your phone will not stop buzzing.
yes, sir.
Java plus cloud plus React.
Yes, sir. That too, 1 year
Okay.
gap, sir, is not a big problem.
Huh?
Sir, can I get your number and enrollment, how I can proceed further?
Wait, let me share the chat.
So microservices are you covering like Kafka and all in your as a project inside the DevOps?
Sorry,
That is
Lani,
the different
ଏବେ
thing. That
question
comes under
doubt
Spring
clear
Boot and
କରୁଛି
microservices.
କିଏ
That is
ସବୁ
Java
1000
backend
question
course.
ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି
So
In
not the coding, but the
system design,
connectivity integration part perspective, like as an architect point of view.
that depends upon the particular batch. If the developers are there, I have that kind of developers, then I will conduct special sessions for them. Not everybody wants to do that. That is why. Okay.